everybody. Hi, everybody. My name is Majesty Angel. I'm good trouble in the streets, meaning on social media, right? So I just want to say thank you once again for everybody who have been liking, have been sharing, have been downloading, have been reposting, retweeting. It's amazing. You're like what? And also, I'm also a user, never a user. I was supposed to say a music influencer. So also, I come on here and I share great music with a lot of different people. And most importantly, I love sometimes when people don't know who people are. And they always come in the comments and they're like, "Oh, it's this, this is that, and the third." Or they always give like their own personal details about how an artist have impacted their life and stuff like that and how they like the music. And I always say for those artists who are not here no more, I always say that, well, always, I think a music influencer, I think our job is always to make sure those who are not here always like live on and stuff like that. That's what I believe. Um, yeah. Like I was thinking about somebody else. I did a bitty bitty bamba. A bitty bitty bamba. Bitty bitty bum bum. I did share Selena. So I'm not racist. You like what? No, I share a lot of different things. So on my live it says hi my love, right? Hi lovers all over the world. I love sometimes when I get the chance to talk about relationships because it be so sweet. And why I like talking about it is because I know how to, well, like what I would say. I know how to love, right? And it's so sad sometimes when people don't get to experience that, meaning when they don't get to experience like what real love is. Oh, hi, baby. Okay? Somebody just like this. Hi, baby. You like what? Hi, baby. You like what? No, no, no. Smile. You like what? So, to all the people who have been sharing powerful testimonies, I just want to say thank you. And I always like to say for those people who come by and you see them comments, that's why I always leave comments. I leave good comments, I leave bad comments sometimes, depending on huh, the ignorance of the comment. I'll take that down because I just represent nothing but good energy, positive energy. So I love that power that I can control a lot of craziness that happens on here. It was a big topic. Well, somebody just posted this. I just want to answer it. So they said by the year 2030, women between 25 and 44 will be single, right? And I think for what's going on, and especially the last couple of reads that I'm doing on my YouTube channel, the one that's running now that's doing amazing. And I just want to say thank you. What you mean thank you? Because a lot of women don't understand that part. And you said what's the part? The part of I guess reassuring, I guess the guys that they're with, or you know, once some guys understand that some girls are not the enemies. And I think that's what some guys have to understand sometimes is that I'm not the enemy. You're like, no, I'm not the enemy. I'm not the enemy. You're like, well, no. I just see you for who you are, right? People have to say that. But I always say, depending on the wall, because I was trying to say that yesterday, these men, some of these men have a penetrating wall that they have around them. And I believe once they understand that part, that some women who are being sent in your life, and I always say that. What I always say is, um, first, this is what I want to say. Because I have to give it to those women who are not out seeking. Because, right, if you don't seek, then everything that you're looking for will actually find you. And I always say, for a lot of people don't understand this, you have to be very, very careful. You're like, what? Because when people have been praying or people have pled their case with God, and I always say, see, and if you don't know, it's always better not to promise God something, meaning when people are in their most darkest hours and they say, "Oh Lord, please, I'm telling you, just I promise, if you was to send me everything that I need, I would do everything accordingly to your will," right? Because people made that promise. People made that promise as they was having a bad time, meaning I guess just being in their darkest hours, or um, you'll be surprised of the things that go on within our minds. But I always like to say, if we can actually have a conversation with the wall, what you mean the wall, meaning when we have actually put ourselves within a room, sometimes when us as individuals, as we lock ourselves in a room, meaning in our bedroom, in a personal space where we have just four walls, the conversation that we are saying out loud, meaning some stuff is just not right, or just your prayers, you have to be careful because sometimes God will send us exactly what we have been praying for, and we don't know. So I guess this is where it's going to roll into the whole thing of love, right? Because when women are actually not looking for things and we are morally interested in our healing, right? We're more interested in creating a better relationship with ourselves and then with God. I think that's when we will start to have a different beacon. A different beacon is when you have other people who have now, I guess, came to their point or their senses, that they want something a lot better. hmm So this is why I say, that's why I said on the thing, hi, my love. I'm always going to say that. Hi, my love. This is Trouble speaking. You're like, what? Trouble. But listen, I always said that I'm good trouble. You're like, what? So, yeah. So, I had this whole beautiful stuff I was going to come up here and talk about because somebody said something about red flags, meaning, and somebody also said that too. Um, Somebody said, I guess once they actually, but who would want to do anything like that? You're like, what? Because if I have now, I'm thinking, I always do that sometimes, right? Because, okay, forget all of that. Okay, any woman between ages 25 to 44, this is what it is, right? For, I always believe relationships that's built on a friendship, meaning you, if you was to get to know somebody on the other hand before you actually get to know people, right? Meaning you get to know, I guess, and it should be like that. But how can you? It just have to be something special about you because everybody's just not going to open up like that. And I don't think some people have the ability to be able to do that. That's like I said on my TikTok, because on my TikTok I'm now starting to do my subscriptions a little bit differently. So only people who are kind of like subscribed to me like that hear just a little bit more. But once a person actually can release like a sigh, meaning they're comfortable enough, meaning they feel secure enough or they feel secure within this, then that's how I guess people can start taking it to the next level. And this is what I want to say too, because some people don't understand that they have a very, very strong connection. They don't know. So how can people really penalize? Somebody is texting me. Let me tell you something. My Instagram is going off the hook, and somebody is literally texting me. They just wanted to know where I'm from, a whole bunch of different things like that. But I was saying that too. Damn it. Let me get back on track. I don't mean to go off track like that, but for me, because I'm doing social media and certain things like that, and now I just learned another avenue because for a lot of people who do social media, for some things it can be easy, and then for some people, you really have to really grind and you really have to plug in with people. And this is the downfall where a lot of people don't understand this, and this is the downfall why a lot of people are hanging themselves. Matter of fact, It's already a loose, meaning a rope, meaning everybody have a rope, meaning attached to them. And by the way that we perform and by the way that we act, we're tightening our own rope, meaning to hang ourselves. And just dealing with everything, people need to understand the power of connections, meaning the power of certain um business or certain friendships, right? Because you can't do everything all by yourself. You have to have some type of alliance. And by the way that I always say, people conduct themselves in the way that they're acting, and for those eyes who are watching you, meaning the people who are secretly watching you. And a lot of people don't understand that part. For when I come up here and we do social media, we're auditioning. You have to look like it like that. We're auditioning for a part that we don't even know that we're about to be put into. And because people don't understand that part, they jump ship. Or you have some people that think that they're bigger than a system that already been here, and people do need alliances, but you have to be very, very picky and choosy about the people. My hands is itching. People about to get money. Oh, thank you. I need some money. I'm like, I need a little more. I'll be grateful. I'm always thankful for a dollar, but um, like I was saying about the building a friendship type of a part with just doing whatever that you need to do. And if people see that, first and foremost, you don't have class, you don't have character, and the best way that you can actually know a person is when they become angry. All right? Well, two things you can find out about a person is when they become angry and when a person is drunk. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel. Uh huh. Especially when they drunk, they gonna tell you a whole bunch of stuff that they should have had the courage and the strength to tell you when they were in a sober mind. But because um, some people are just cowards, they can't help it, or maybe they just don't know how to explain it the way that it needs to be explained. They wait until they have something to give them that battery on their back. So that's one. And then two, when they become mad. And what you mean mad? When they feel like they have got shorted from out of something. So guess what? Guess what they're gonna try to do? They're gonna come. They're gonna tell all of your business, or they're gonna try to destroy people's house and different shit like that. And people, they see that's the biggest law that they don't understand, and that's part of the 48 laws of power. And a lot of people don't understand that part. For when you're trying to destroy somebody, baby, you got to make sure you destroy them to where they can't even get up and they cannot breathe. Because once somebody actually see that, hold on, you have a problem with me, and then two, you trying to destroy me, meaning you trying to destroy the way that I provide for myself, the way that I provide for my family, and the way that I can provide from others. It's just going to make people a monster. And that's what I have been witnessing on a daily basis. And that's just all on social media, and that can be sometimes within real life. So guess what, you just told me how you really felt. And because of the way people are moving, meaning you can just be a walking example. Sometimes people, us as individuals, we are the biggest walking examples, meaning the way that we are now moving, how we are going. And I don't know why people are nobody should be. I love that, but that's what mankind do, meaning that's what men and women do. I don't know why they always underestimate people, meaning, hi, baby. Hi, good morning. Hi, how are you, honey? I'm all over just a little bit. What I said was on my live, because you just said good morning. I was saying hi to all the lovers out there, to the people who actually understand that part. For understanding love is unknown. You'll never really understand what you're going to get and how it's going to go. And this is the biggest part. This is how you're going to understand, and you're going to know what you're going to get from out of it, is when people actually speak up and they actually say exactly what they want and how they want to go about it. But people don't never do that. They jump into it thinking that people are supposed to know. How am I supposed to know when we haven't discussed anything? You know what I mean? So now, since we're discussing everything, because I could be thinking one way and then this person could be thinking the other way, right? I always say that. I always look at it like that. I always look at an open relationship. It's always somebody who's keeping their options open, meaning they're looking for something better, or they're just not ready. And sometimes people are not capable like that, or maybe sometimes people haven't found that right person that's going to punch them in their gut, you know, like meaning punch them in their gut. It's just something that it just stops them like a deer light, meaning like hold on, wait a minute, like this right here is just something very very is different. I can see myself being around and being with this. That's why this lady said that when people are together, sometimes they can, I guess the bullet points or the different things that come from out of just things become boring, very very boring, and it's like you really don't have nothing else to do. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm saying this goddamn Kevin Gates, but I love Kevin Gates. You know why I love Kevin Gates? Kevin Gates and anybody else that understand it is a very very dangerous person. Only why I'm saying that is, well, I love that he is the way that he is, meaning, do you know how much power you have when you are a truth speaker, meaning when you are so in your truth, living in your truth, and you don't care, because I now understand who I am. Meaning, I understand myself as a woman. I understand my value. I understand what I'm capable of doing. And I understand the devastation sometimes that I can bring just from just me being who I am. Because everybody wants to say, see the red flags, see the red flags. We are the biggest red flags from through our actions, through a lot of different things that we can do. Bring up a lot of different red flags that somebody else would say, oh, that's a red flag. No, 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 it's not a red flag. It's just maybe you're not capable, or maybe you're not strong enough to deal with what I can bring to the table, or just deal with me just in general. So now because I'm moving this way, fucker, now I'm a red flag. I'm just not a red flag. Maybe my mindset, maybe the things that I want to do, the things that I want to accomplish, or maybe the things that maybe can be asked of both of us. I'm going to see what you're saying within just us communicating and us going the way that we need to go. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, I always say that when I was going to say, I used to say that sometimes. I used to say, for sometimes, I would like to build something with somebody compared to going into somebody's life like that, right? Because I feel like the building part is very, very special sometimes, between sometimes when you get with somebody who kind of like feel like they got it all together, however that it may be, for people who can understand that part. Because I always used to feel like that. No, 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 no. Somebody help me look at that totally different, and I think I could explain that. Let me see what you're talking about real quick, and then I'm gonna jump back into what I was talking about. Hi, Mama, what's up? Can I do a 360? You want to see me? Oh, I don't think I show all this. Like what? Hold on. What? They want to see me. They want to see me. Like what? She be. Like what? So I got on my pajamas. Like what? My pajamas. I hope my butt is not on like that. You like what? A 360? Yeah, I got my little pudge. But I'm about to start working out again. You like what? I'm always gonna have this little pudge. But I haven't been working out though. You like what? Nope. I haven't been working out the way I need to. But come tomorrow, my ass is back to working out again. You like what? No, I just been eating a whole bunch of rice and beans, rice and candules and stuff. I've been eating a whole bunch of different stuff to make me very very chunky, right? I have to say this. I was 225 pounds, world. I was 225 pounds. Yo, I was so huge, right? So before I started getting all of this chunky and my little chunky little rolls and stuff like that, yo, I was like 150. I was so skinny. A lot of people don't understand this, is that when I started doing social media, it started messing with me a little bit. It did. And it made me develop something that I never had in my life. It had me develop like a fucking eating disorder, because I never had an eating disorder. An eating disorder is for a lot of different people. When I was coming up here, I was thinking that I was like mad fucking fat and shit like that. Or I was walking past the mirror and I was thinking that I was a lot bigger that I was, and I was like, yo, I gotta get in shape. I gotta look right for social media and stuff like that. So yo, I was skinny. I was skinny. My legs were skinny. I didn't have no ass. None of that stuff. So I just had to become very, very accepted to who I was like that. So I just started gaining my weight. That's why I'm looking like thick now, because I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on with me? Like, and I didn't like it and stuff like that. So it became, for me, wanting to lose weight, to me like almost starving myself and shit like that. For me, like not eating the right way that I was supposed to eat and stuff like that. So I'm just gaining all of my weight back, and I love myself. I think that I'm perfectly fine. It's so crazy because I wanted to go like, but see, listen, I believe in like plastic surgery. I'm not even gonna come over here. I'm not even gonna lie like that. Like I would do it, but I would just want to mess with my nose because my nose is big, but it's in my family. Like this is my like my trademark and certain stuff. I think certain stuff shouldn't be like altered and fixed and stuff. The only thing that I do want to do is like my stomach and stuff like that. Because as much as I work out and stuff, I'm always gonna have a cute little pudge because I'm a mom. But yeah. So like that, it's so funny because when I was getting dressed up, somebody was like, Where you going all dressed up outside?" Just a little bit. Just I go outside. I'm gonna start to go outside just a little bit, but I'm not that type of a woman anyway. I don't be going outside like that. And then plus, I'm very, very mean, and I don't want people to think just because I'm out. I don't want to never give people the wrong impression. And I think the way that us women can control that, because we can control that, and just don't put ourselves in very, very crazy situations where a person think that we are vulnerable or we are open to that type of a subject, that people think that they can get that type of a access. I never want people to think that they can get that type of a access for me like that. So yeah, like what you know, and I'm over here in my little 90s and shit like that. Like it's cold out here in New York City. It's freezing. You like what? And then it was so crazy because I grew my hair back. My hair grew like so much. Like that's not my real hair. It's just goddamn bun. But um, I grew my hair back. My hair was so short. It was short like Tony Braxton. No, Tony. Yeah, it was short like Tony Braxton. It was short like Holly Berry. And I started growing my hair back, and my hair is like right down here on my shoulders. So if I keep doing it the way time the summer come, it'll be past my shoulders. My hair grow very, very long. Like my mom's hair, my mom's and my daughter's hair is above their butt. So my hair grows very, very fast. Right now you see it's like a little curly. So I gotta put me like, you like, I'm going through it just a little bit. But I gotta put like a relaxer because my hair, once water hit it, it curls up very, very pretty. Like I have very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hair. So I usually put perms in my hair like that to take away the curliness of my hair and stuff. So it's real nice. And then plus, I don't know about any other woman, but I always invest in good stuff, like good shampoo. So I use Morocco products. Morocco products is very, very good. It's a little pricey, but I use the whole thing, like the conditioner, the shampoo, the deep conditioner, because once you keep using it, it gives your hair the most beautiful um shine like that. And then plus, hi baby, and then plus, our hair is like our crown. So and then my hair is nice. I love my shit blowing in the wind. I can't wait until I go get my hair, um, washed and set like that. So I'm just in the routine of just growing my hair. And then for ladies who want to grow your hair very, very fast, I learned that if you was to boil like rosemary and put like oil in it, like vegetable oil, whatever. You let it sit in it like that. That it'll make your hair grow really fast. But how I grow my hair, I'm sorry, baby. I just wash it every day. I wash it every day. That's how I grew it back to the way that it is. I just wash it every day, wash it every day, wash it every day, wash it every day, and it just grows back. So, and plus, I like putting it into a ponytail. I'll do a whole bunch of different things. Like I'm over the short look. At once I was gonna get some locks, but I think that I'll get locks once I become maybe like a little bit older, and then I'm just very, very like content with it, and then I'll lock up my hair. I wouldn't mind doing that. I think that that's beautiful. I know a lady where I come from my town. Her locks drag on the ground. How am I doing today? I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better. I'm not up here. I'm not up here acting up. No, like why? I'm doing a lot better. I'm in a good. I'm always in a good space. I'm always in a good zone. I'm trying not to stay. I'm trying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying not to think because I have so much stuff that I think about that I don't want to become a prisoner within my own mind, because once I start thinking about stuff, then I start acting out. I do. And then I'll become mad, and then I'll become frustrated, a little bit of the things that can go in my mind. So I kind of had to go back to my old strategy. Like, what was my old strategy? When I was younger, I trained myself not to think. It's very, very hard for a person to understand that concept, because usually the average person thinks so much. They're always thinking and always thinking. So I came up with a concept. I came up to just don't think, right? Because we have 24 hours in a day. Whatever's going to happen within the 24 hours is going to happen. No matter how much we might organize that shit to work out, it's always going to be something that's either going to fall short or it's going to change. And I look at it as that's just the way things are. So I'm in a good place. I'm in a good zone. I'm being really very, very girly and stuff like that. Like, what do you mean? I'm thinking about, like, because I be in my own world. I don't get see. I be in my own world. The only way that I can ever get aggravated, that's two. If I was to go searching for shit, that's one, right? Or if things was to just pop up and I was to see it, or if I was to catch wind of it, or somebody was to come and tell me some shit. But other than that, I be in my own world. So what's my own world? Working out, eating, trying to be the best person that I can be with myself, trying to always being the best mom that I can be, always being spiritual, and just thinking about or trying to put together something that can be very, very good for me, right? So that's my world. And then plus, I understand who I am. I just wish sometimes, because a lot of people owe me some money. Yep. A lot of people owe me some money. A lot of people owe me some time. A lot of people owe me some loyalty. Uh-huh. Because I always look at it like that. I'll say that sometimes, like, damn, I wish I knew that this bitch wasn't shit. Yeah, like, yeah. I put too much time and too much effort. You know what I mean? Sound like a dude a little bit. I invested too much money in this bitch. Meaning, just from just being friends with people or associating with people. And you have to look at it like that, because sometimes we think, oh, damn, we only can invest time, we only can put money within our mates and shit like that. But sometimes we do that shit with friendships. You know what I mean? But I don't regret that part, because of the other things that I have done that mean a lot of things that I did for people. Then I didn't do it from the kindness of my heart. You know what I mean? And that's how people get blessings so confused in this. They try to control blessings. And this is why some people blessings only come back not even half full, is because it wasn't done with the kindness of our hearts. So I always like to keep myself in that energy, and I'm very, very wise. And I understand that, I always say that just because I wasn't satisfied in a previous engagement, or previous acts that I was partaking in, it doesn't mean that the next 5 to 6 people that I'm going to encounter or that I'm going to deal with, that I'm going to get the same goddamn results that I got from the last 5 niggas. And that's what makes me very, very pure. And that's what makes me very, very aware of it. So the only thing that I can do as I'm just going forward on just my journey or wherever God is taking me, um, I just understand that power. I'm understanding now that I don't have to deal with people. I can wish people the best. I can pray for them, you know what I mean? But I don't have to deal with people. And for the flip side of people who are now understanding that they're not gonna have me in their life like that, is causing the biggest goddamn frenzy, because a lot of people don't understand that power of who you are and what you can bring to what any situation. You like, what situation? It could be whatever situation that it may can be, right? I always say that. I always like that. I always say I wish, and I hope that I always leave a mark on anybody that I have ever came across, because that's how I want people to do me. I do people the way that I want them to do me. It's very sad it don't come out like that, but who's losing out? I'm not losing out. I'm not losing out because I was giving my all, meaning my all, my time, my patience, my energy, my love, my prayer. You know what I mean? My healing energy. I was giving everything. So I'm not going to get shitted from out of that energy that's going to be returned back to me. And a lot of people don't understand that shit. For whatever you put out is what you're going to get. Hmm. So, I'm just into that. So I'm doing good. Hi, my love. I always say that to them kings out there and them queens out there. Hi, my love. I just want to thank you guys for having a good spirit, a good war around you, not letting nobody break you, hmm not letting nobody convince you otherwise. And that's the sad part about people. People are letting other people convince them why they shouldn't have this, why they shouldn't do that, why they shouldn't be with who the fuck make them happy or just can complete them. And this is why. And then you also have people who want people to get out of certain people's positions, meaning the way that people are positioned within people's lives because they feel like if she or he was to get from out of that position, that they can have everything that comes with that position. And you people are not going to get that because certain things within people's lives, within their roles of just being who they are and where they have to go, is always designed for a certain person. I can say it like that. And this is why certain things are not going to work out the way that it will work out for, like, for instance, if me and this nigga's together, that means, who, god damn, this is a good ride, everything should be good, everything should be a blessing. If the ride should be very, very good, meaning our energy, because I know what I do. I don't know about a whole bunch of other people, but I know where my power comes from. A lot of people don't even know where their power come from. For my power come from the Most High. Anything that I do is blessed because I ask God to bless my mouth, to bless my throat, meaning my throat chakra. So when I speak, I always ask that God, I pray that as I come on to my lives, as I do whatever I do, that people will be able to understand and can identify anything that I'm putting out there. So always, who is this that keeps freaking, like, it's so many different people. So many different people have been in my inbox. It's starting to traumatize me. Like, you like, girl, for real. Because, like, I don't know. You like, it's I understand what I'm doing, so I understand because of the certain things that I'm doing. I understand people want to work with me, or they want to do this, that, and the third. But it traumatized me, especially to the guys out there. So I'm just saying this, like, I'm just not in that space like that, and I don't play those type of games. Like, I don't play those type of games because I'm just a different woman. My energy is different. It just seems like both people, women and motherfucking niggas, they fall for me. They love me. I'll never forget this. This lady was begging me down, girl, and she came as a different person. Like, what do you mean? Like, because me and her used to work with each other, and I was looking at her like a mom, or however that it may be, but she was looking at me like she wanted all of this beautiful cake. Beautiful cake. And I had to tell her, like, yo, first and foremost, I don't even get down like that, but I understand that's my energy. So I always say that for us, a lot of different things that I would like to do, but I know that I can't do because I'm different and I show up different. I am different. My energy is different. And then once I say that I care about you, I love you, I wish the best for you, then I always feel like my door will always be open, meaning open for a conversation, open for just, I don't know, if I'm allowed it to, if people allow me to, you know what I mean? Just be that cushion, something that, everybody always need. So that's what I'm at. I'm in a good space. I'm gonna keep saying hi, my love. How are you doing today? So somebody said good morning. What's up? Doing 360. I did that with my chunky self, but I'm working out now. What? You like what? I haven't been working out. Not like that. Like, I cheat a little bit, but I'm definitely back at it again because um I don't know. I'm very, very aggressive. So I love to see results. So I could bring y'all with me. I've been trying to bring y'all with me to go to. See, when I go to hot yoga, I'm cheating. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that for people who work out, because people who work out, yeah, we go to tone up and all of that other stuff, but you go to sweat. When you sweat, that meaning you're killing off a lot of calories and shit like that. So when you go to yoga, and you, well, I do hot yoga, so I'm in a room and it's hot as hell, and it's not like they're gonna let you walk out of the room like that. It's like you gotta understand hot yoga when it comes to that. So if people was to include hot yoga within their routine, it's gonna help them a lot more. Meaning the way that they're going to be able to lose a whole bunch of different calories and shape their bodies. That's why a lot of women are very, very heavy into doing Pilates, because Pilates is gonna stretch your ass all the way out and stuff like that. So it's cool. You're like, well, I was a cheerleader. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but I was. I was very, very. I'm very, very athletic and stuff like that. So, and I'm into sports and stuff like that. And then I'm very, very competitive and stuff like that. So, all that flexibility stuff, like I'm so with all of that. Like it is what it is. So what else did I want to say? So I wanted to talk. So yeah, so I said something about the red flags. We are red flags. Um, the biggest thing of anything is always communication. A lot of people don't understand that communication plays a very, very big part in whatever you want to do. And I think once people understand that part, everything would be nice. I'm so sorry. I always say that. I always say that certain people have came within people's lives, and I feel like it has like, it have done like a 360, like as confirmation, because somebody just said, turn around, let me see. Like what? Bands that make her dance. I heard that. Who like Juicy J? Bands that make her dance. All that. I'm just not that thing. That's funny. I'm like what? Let me tell you something. My brother's girlfriend is a pole dancer. You like what? My brother's girlfriend is a pole dancer. She teaches girls how to dance, like the strippers and stuff, to do like pole dancing and stuff like that. That's crazy. Like what? No, it's not crazy, but I don't know where that came from. Them girls be they upper bodies are amazing. You like what? Yo, that shit is so hard to for people and shit like that. So I would have failed that in military school, like doing like pull ups and shit like that, because your upper body is crazy. Now on my legs, I could bench like 200 on my legs. My legs are the most powerful thing on my body. So I was to kick somebody, I'm gonna kick you like a horse. But only why that's like that was because I did track and field and stuff like that. I always say that if I didn't have my son a lot earlier, that was my mission. I wanted to train and I wanted to be an Olympian. I was training to be an Olympian. I wanted to go to the Olympics because I was very, very fast. I really, really was. So that was like my field right there. And then I tried basketball just a little bit. I got a nice little 3-pointer. I do. Like what? Now I don't know if I can cross you up or however that it may be. But when it comes to hitting them threes and stuff like that, and I'm short, so it's really cute and stuff like that. But yeah. What else have I done? Yeah. And I ice skate. I have an ice skate, rollerblade, skate and shit like that. But I come from New Jersey, so only people who come from New Jersey can really like understand that. You like why? Or people who come from like the suburbs or certain like areas like that can like understand that. That's all. I'm so like what? Like I believe in kids should have what what's pissing me off. I'm so upset that these Pop Warners are out of control. Like what? It makes me want to start a whole goddamn league. You like what? It makes me want to start a league for these kids. All of these people about to be so mad at me, but I don't give a shit. You like what? Pop Warner shouldn't be more than $100. Like what? No, cause my son is about to play football. You know how much I gotta pay for this nigga, my son to play football. I gotta pay $450 for my son to play football. Let me repeat that shit again. I gotta pay $450 for my son to play Pop Warner. That's ridiculous. For you have a lot of great kids who probably can't do all of that, even though it's a payment plan. But a lot of people, especially a lot of women in the hood like that, since the system and the structure is so fucked up. There's more single parents out there than anything. You know what I mean? And dealing on how ignorant this bitch is this is what determines these niggas being in these kids' life. It don't got nothing to do with these niggas. It got everything to do with these ignorant ass bitches. Because what? Huh? He it's so messed up. He had to have a baby by you to actually see how crazy and psychotic and how unstable your ass is. So now he's trying to deal. That's why I always say sometimes, nigga, sometimes it's good that she put you on child support. You like what? Hell yeah. Only why I'm saying that is because now you have more access, and you have the ability to do a whole bunch of different shit. If you didn't do it, if this crazy bitch ain't put your ass on child support. A lot of people don't understand that part. You can go because do right. We as women, we don't have total custody of our kids. So it's a joint thing there. That's why a lot of men don't know that. Take that bitch and go back to court and y'all go get joint custody of them kids. Meaning, and that's what DDG, because he was amazing for that. A lot of people don't understand that shit. For this bitch just can't get up and move the fuck to Texas. Take that bitch to court. You like what? Listen, Your Honor. Oh, here I go. I'm always sticking up for y'all niggas. She trying to go to court. She trying to go on a trip. Da 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 da. And then the judge and y'all go there because of that has rights. And then on some aspects, in some cases, you can also get a switch where now, listen, the kid can stay with her for 6 months or however, like in the summertime or however that it may be. You can go and then the 6 months you can stay here, and then the other way, then you can do it like that. So that's how it is. So dealing with that whole like Pop Warner and stuff like that, I wish. So thank you, Lord. I don't know. Maybe that's what's in my card. I won't mind that. You like, girl, you about to mess it up. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Meaning because some of these kids, this is where they're gonna get the abilities to be able to be around what they're gonna meet friends. Pop Warner, yo, that changed a whole bunch of different things for these kids. Now, what's so sad is that all these goddamn girls are out of control. Like I never seen it like that. I never seen the rate of younger girls wanting to be so old, meaning they don't want to enjoy their lives, and I think that's what messes up the era of kids now, and this is what makes some of us very very beautiful, especially the ones who went through those different stages of understanding what it's like to be a kid, what it's like to fucking play kickball and shit like that, and run around. What was that other the other shit that we used to play growing up? Kickball. What was it? Everybody used to hide and shit like that. You had to go find people and stuff like that. Like that's how football became. Playing flag football, shit like that. Whole bunch of stuff. The girls, like, oh man, I'll kick somebody's ass. What? And some double dutch? Like what? Let's go. With the ropes. We never you sometimes we ain't even have ropes. You know what we used to use when we used to do double dutch and shit? We used to go, yo, your mom got some extension wires in the house. What? We gonna go get some extension wires. The girls gonna go outside and stuff like that. That's why you have a whole bunch of different girls like that. That's why you think a lot of these beauticians and why you think a whole bunch of these guys who are in the life are beautiful beauticians is because when we was growing up, that's the only thing that we did. Like, where you going? No, I'm going to my cousin's house. Like I can go to my cousin and she's gonna give me a half a sewing. Like what are you talking about? Or she know how to do a quick weave, or she know how to do this, that, and the third. You have some women who were just came up in that era, so the way that people look, not look, but their mindset, meaning the way that they're gonna go about a whole bunch of different things, is gonna be totally different. That's why some of these women and some of these guys be lost like that because they don't know, they have no understanding. And then the things that they see that's being televised. That's why television is called goddamn television. The television. They're teaching these kids how to be fucked up. They're teaching these girls how to be gold diggers. They're teaching these girls that they don't have to value a whole bunch of different things, that they can get it this way. And then now you're having a whole bunch of different people they got the game mixed up because they just don't know what the fuck is going on. No, what the fuck is going on is that some people, their morals and the way that they think, their behavior, the way that they're gonna go about certain things, shit. Even to the old class, like, what do you mean? Like, especially like for my daughter, you know what I mean? It's gonna be totally different because she see how I'm performing, or meaning she's seeing the way that I go to keep a house. That's why I always say to my sons, especially to my son now, because he loved to cook for himself. He's learning how to cook on his own. So he's not really gonna have to depend on a girl like that. But I feel a little bit bad because of the way that I'm treating him. So maybe he's gonna he's gonna expect his woman to almost treat him like how I treat him, which is I don't know if it's bad in a way, but I cater to him. Like and I don't know. I give him love. I give him security. The only thing that I'm doing differently that my family never did to me was they never told us that they loved us, because I came up in a very, very aggressive family, meaning we wasn't supposed to cry. We wasn't supposed to show our emotions and shit like that. We supposed to be very, very rough and hard and that, and the third, you know. So they didn't say I love you. It sound funny me even saying that shit. I love you. Love you. I don't even know how to be passive. Like, so I'm very, very aggressive. It's not meaning that I'm being disrespectful. That's just how I was raised to be aggressive. So I don't know how to do that. Hello, like hello, like oh, oh, baby. Like I don't know how to do that shit. What? Like we no, like no, 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 no. So I tell my kids all the time, I love you, because I want them to tell that to their kids. That's the badness that I want to cancel out, or how I take my kids and how I'm starting to take them and stuff like that. I can't wait until I surprise my daughter and take her to Disney World, because she really want to go to Disney World. She's like, mommy, I really, really want to go. I love these people. So I just can't imagine, especially when I pack up our stuff and I put her and I take her, and just that the look on, like, that's what I'm living for. Somebody asked me how was I doing. Nothing. Always planning just a little something more that I can always get that beautiful reaction from out of my kid's face, and most importantly from out of my son, meaning when he's doing something totally different that he never experienced. That'd be good. But I think I'm gonna get the mommy award. You like what? I take her to Disney World, we get them hats. Like what? I love being a mom. Like I do. I'm very, very different, but to see her face, she might just pass out. Like that's what I love, because it'd be so funny. And then for me to rent this goddamn Lambo, oh, I gotta get this. I'm definitely going to get this Lambo just to put her in it, because she wants to ride in the Lamborghini. I'll be the mother of the year. What? She might just pass out. That's gonna be like what? You see how I did that? That's all. I'm just living for excitement, for surprises, you know. I want to cry more happy tear joys. I always want to say like, "Oh my god," cuz I'm so grateful. I don't ask for anything. So anything that I receive like on this ride, and things that are done and the things that I'm doing, is like a different reaction, right? Because it's nice, it's beautiful. What's going on with people? You're like, what now? So I like to separate myself from all of that bullshit. You're like, what? So when these girls are like this is that and the third, I can never comprehend to the shit that I see, because I'm not in that world. I'm not in that life, right? I've been through a whole bunch of different phases, and I think that's a beautiful thing, because now, and that's what's beautiful about people. Like nigga, like what? Now if you would have called me 15 years ago, I'm just saying, then I would have been all for it. You like what? Yeah, I would have been all for it. I would have been, if that's what you wanted. You like what? You talking about? Because you have some dudes, or the situation, it can be very, very toxic and very, very miserable and very, very all over the place. So I always said 15 years ago, yeah, I would have beat some ass. You know what I mean? I would have kicked some fucking doors in. I would have been around here attacking you and shit like that. I probably would have took your shit. I would have never fucked it up like that, but I would have packed that shit up. I would have done a whole bunch of lot of shit differently. That's the shit that you wanted. So you see what I mean? My mindset of just growth like that. So I'll just say, no. Like, you're not gonna fight? No. Like I don't have the energy to do all of that. You like, girl, you crazy. No. It's either you do, if you don't, right? And if you do, then let's go. We're gonna take off like a rocket. If you don't, then it's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's okay. You can go over there to two houses down, and all of that sweet shit that you're looking for, whoever, they gonna give you everything. But underneath this household, underneath this ride, I don't wanna argue. I don't wanna fight. I don't wanna be mad. I'm not checking no phones. I love that shit. You like what? Nope. I'm not doing none of that. My honey, no. Like, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing that. Because who the fuck want to be in that energy? Like, damn. So then every day I'm gonna be checking this nigga phone. You know what I mean? Like who wants to be in that insecurity, and most importantly, like why you want to give somebody else that other power over you? Because now I'm taking all of my beautiful time within 24 hours, and now I'm going through like James Bond and shit, the woman James Bond and shit like that. Us women, we are the perfect detective. We will figure some shit out. We'll find some shit out, and not even that, dummy. You like why you're gonna tell on yourself because you're not gonna know what the fuck to do. So I always say that. I always say like, look at me. You like what? Let me see your eyes. Look at this nigga. Damn, like damn. But it's okay. Like what? I always say different people give out different results, man. You like what? Hell yeah. Somebody in the world know that, right? You know what I'm saying, right? I always say that, right? I always say that. My number one rule is I do not do motherfucking sorry gifts. Like hell no. And every woman should feel like that. You like what? Because I don't want to see that closet right there. I mean, every time I go in my fucking closet, I gotta look at a bag, I gotta look at a watch, I gotta look at a jacket, or I gotta look at a car, I gotta look at a fucking house. And now I'm reminded what's gonna happen in April. Who got something planned beautiful in April? Somebody gonna do something in April. What's going on in April? Is it a celebration, an anniversary, or something like that? Is a movement about to happen in April? Somebody about to do something special in April? What's going on in April? Hmm? I want to know. I'm very, very curious because I was gonna say April and shit like that. Like the fuck? What's going on? You're like, well, I always say that. Like, what is going on? I'm happy that I got good energy on this live today. Nobody really don't have no problems or no something, but somebody is definitely like, okay, okay, you understand it, you get it, you got it. Let's go. Let's take off. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. Hi, my love. Hi, my love. Smile. Have a good day. Right? You always you like what? Kiss you on your your big ass head. Come here. You like what? Forehead kiss. Do you know the sentimental of a forehead kiss? Oh, it's sweet. You like what? For a guy, I always believe in a nose kiss. Like, I always do that. Like, rub my nose. Like, rub my nose. I think that's cute. Do I do that now? No. But I do something different. But I think, the sentimental things. I always say that. Should nobody be doing, I always say that. Should nobody do the same shit that they was doing with the next person? Like, you stupid nigga. You stupid bitch. So you just gonna do the, like, here I go. You gonna do me? You gonna do me? You go, oh. You gonna do me? So you bringing old shit into here? No, no, I need some new shit. No, 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 no. Like what? Mm-hmm. People do that. Why would you want to do that? Like what? I was saying that shit before. I'm so different. I'm so different. So unique. I feel like I remind myself, or not even myself, but Bootsy girlfriend remind me we are so similar. Like, what do you mean? Because his girlfriend that he had the baby by, we're just so like so unorthodox. Like she got a whole bunch of criticized because she wanted a fucking Bronco. She wanted a Broncos truck. I said I'll take a goddamn. I said I'll take a Honda Civic. So like, and then I said I don't want no fucking Birkin. You like no? I like that cute Coach bag. Like, like you kidding me? Like no, because it's just not like you look at value and shit totally different. Like I make the fucking car, I make the clothes. I'm gonna make this fucking $10,000 fucking weave and shit that I got in my hair. I'm gonna make it. Like what is it? Especially that I always say that. Always like I love me. I'm so happy I detoxed everything that all of these people are just having so much problems with. And that's just like the approval is the one thing. Everybody just have to approve every single thing. Like they now have to approve their relationship and shit. Like you gotta be kidding me. I'm not approving. I'm not proving shit. I always say that shit. Think you like what? I don't gotta prove shit. Dude, he don't love you. I'm just saying for them girls out there. He don't love you. He don't care about you. Right. Okay. You're right. I always tell people, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're not happy. Okay. You're right. hmm You don't have this, that, and the third. You're right. I was gonna get up there and show my bag. Yeah, let me show you guys. I just want to show you guys. And then I'm about to get off of here. Let me show you guys. Right, you like, girl. um, Now this bag is classic. You see this, right? It looks like a regular army fatigue bag, but guess what? Ain't nobody gonna have this fucking bag. You know why? Let me show you. Where is it? Where the tag at? Oh, let me show you the tag. You know how I know for a fact? See what this tag say? See the tag? You see the red, white, and green? See that? Uh-huh. It's come from a different country. Like what? A different motherfucking country. I like getting shit that a whole bunch of people is not gonna have, and I had this bag for a very long time. I gotta go back there to Dumbo. I got this in Dumbo, so this shit cost some money. When I went there, I paid 2 items and left out of there. Oh damn, the price was looking heavy, right? But ain't nobody gonna have this bag. Ain't nobody gonna have this bag. I can walk outside. Nobody's gonna have this fucking bag, and this shit come from Italy. Got to love it. You like what? I got some good shit in the cut. Like, I got barrels and like totes, like barrels and shit of pocketbooks. I need to get rid of all of them. I need a whole bunch of new stuff. So that's what I like. I like totally different stuff. You like what? Different. So now, you like what? Hell no. So if I gotta wear that shit, or that shit costs $2.99, whatever, but I know somebody's not gonna wear it, I'm gonna make that shit look fabulous. People don't understand that I make shit. That shit don't make me. Now to please a motherfucker, that's why people do that. They're pleasing people. So now I gotta go have this. What the fuck? I had Gucci, had all of that. Bags, whole bunch of shit. Bags, hats, this is that and the third, official shit. Had people coming and come bring me shit. I don't have to do that. I was the most materialistic woman on the planet. I'm so happy that that shit does not. It doesn't ruffle my feathers. No. I like seeing people for who they are. Cause then they have more value to it. And then when you put shit on, then it's a different aura. It's a different thing. Like it. Cause I just see a whole bunch of different people putting on a whole bunch of expensive shit, and you just still dirty on the inside. So damn, you motherfucker, you walking around with $1 million and plus on some shit, but you just filthy than a motherfucker. Now switch it around. Now when you put it on, guess what? You gonna walk with a whole bunch of different pride and a whole bunch of different things. Be careful, cause everybody gonna see you, lady.
I ain't doing nothing.
So let me get out of here. So if you want to love, then love. You have the strength to obtain whatever come with that love. Cause I said this morning, right? Some people are willing and they're able to be able to accept everything that comes with you. But I'm going to say this. Do you understand that this person is willing and able and they're capable enough to abstain everything that come with you? A lot of people don't understand that, right? And I always say, you want to jump out there? I always say that. Mm-hmm. I don't have to be evolved. You like, what are you talking about? I do not have to be evolved. You like, what? I would kindly remove my ass from out of that. You said what? And a lot of women don't understand that part. You like, what's the under the part? If you know that this nigga is not capable at this particular time to give you everything that you need from out of him, meaning the way that he's supposed to treat you and love you, and as much as that shit would drive you insane, then you have to just let him just go and just be a feather. You like, what's a feather? Go and do everything that he needs to do and shit like that. And then once I guess people actually come to the understanding, because people should understand that shit. Like, fuck that. I always say that. I hope. You like, well, I just pointing to myself. I hope I leave that impact on people. I remember I did that to somebody though, and I was all over the place a little bit because I was messing with somebody who a lot of I was getting a little flack from the bitches. Bitches couldn't believe that shit, but it becomes very very tricky a little bit. Meaning when you deal with the caliber of a man who's getting it, I can say it like that, and it shouldn't even be like that for a woman sometimes because sometimes and I used to say that like what the fuck. He used to be like, girl, what you talking about? Like I was doing shit that, other women that wouldn't do. And he was very, very successful, meaning he was successful in his career. His career was very, very good. And then not on top of that, he had like three houses. So, and then, I shouldn't be telling well, I would never tell his name like that. He had three houses. He had a very, 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 he was very, 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 very stable. He probably had to sell that house. Every time I tell that story, I always say he probably had to sell that house. I always say that. God damn. You're like, what? See, it's different women out there. I always say that. Like, meaning when you decorate your house and a whole bunch of different things and different things, it comes like with a plaque, meaning the fabric and shit that goes, the rugs and shit, or the different things that come with it, and come with different colors and a whole bunch of different things when you're like decorating and you're doing a whole bunch of different things and shit like that. So it's very, very different and stuff like that. But yeah, that was like what kind of like broke me just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. Mhm. Like it was different. Jewelry on. I'm just saying like his jewelry and shit like on like over like $10,000 worth of different jewelry pieces and a different whole bunch of different things like that. Like the I mean just the money that some men spend on like fucking cologne is out of this world. So when you have been in that type of a environment, a whole bunch of different things, it's totally, totally, totally different. So I learned something about that situation. It really was. It was different. And like girl, you it was different. It was different. Couldn't believe it. Ooh, wait, mad to this day. Everybody be mad at me. You like what they do? Everybody be mad at me when I be like, I just don't want to do it. I would never say. First and foremost, I would never. I don't kiss and tell. Like I don't kiss and tell. I would never ever say like a name or I'm just saying I'm just not that person. But I know that who I am, and I'm saying not to be boastful or anything like that. But I don't know why people want to do that to themselves. Like meaning when you have something that can be very, very good or however, then they don't understand it, and they don't understand it until it's gone. Yeah, and then it can become like trouble and trouble for other people, meaning it will become terrible. My mom is funny, and listen, that's how I know it's just it can be us, meaning it could be women because I'm laughing. Only why I'm laughing is because I can transform something beautiful, meaning the way that I look now, or even the way I was looking at the hotel, and then I jumped up and I had the dress on, or whatever. When it's time for me to perform, honey, I know the assignment. I know how I'm going to do it. I know how I'm going to look. I know how I'm going to do a whole bunch of different things. But I feel like a woman, us as women, we're supposed to evolve and we're supposed to look better and better and better. And I remember he said that like every time I see you, you just look gooder and better and better. I say, of course, right? So uh, I was working, I was working in New York, and I worked at a restaurant in Brooklyn. It's not there no more. I had the best time working at Country Kitchen. Y'all niggas think I'm lying. Look it up. It's called Country Kitchen off of Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. It was like the most notorious soul food restaurant that everybody used to go to. I had so much fun. Got in trouble messing around over there working at Country Kitchen. I mean, it was the best time. So I was coming back because I was coming back to Jersey, and it's so funny because my mom said, "Where you at?" I said, "What you talking about?" She said, "She said, this, that, and the third." Like he was like circling around. So like, what the fuck? So it don't got nothing to do with that. People's insecurities are just people's like they're like their insecurities. So people. That was funny. I thought about that. That was so funny. I know I'm about to get off. That was funny. Really funny. I avoid things, and then plus I don't go backwards. Once I stop dealing with people, I don't go backwards. I don't go back. I don't go back. I will, be courteous and shit like that, but I wouldn't set myself up. Be like, no, I would never set myself up. Meaning, because you have to understand, you have to understand when I say that. Like, setting yourself up is when you agree to some shit. Like, meaning, okay, hey, what's I could do? Like, hey, Angel, Angel, I need you to come see me. I need to come meet you. No, 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 or something like that. I need to come. I need you to come see me. Da 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 da. Da. I need you to come meet me. Da da da. That's the setup. You like what? Fuck yeah, that's the setup. Because I know once I get to wherever I need to be, it's not gonna go that way. Like, what do you mean? Shit gonna go left. Like, I don't know. Somebody, I'll tell you, somebody trying to do that to somebody. You like what? Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Because I always say that. As much as people go through this and that, and the third one's people actually see people. What the fuck? Somebody gonna throw somebody in the headlock? Like, somebody gonna pin somebody up? Like, this nigga is crazy. Like, I shouldn't say that. Like, hey, WWE, this bitch. Like, what? Hell yeah. We're gonna have to pick who. Shit. You like, what? I'm Steve Austin, goddammit. I'm 316. You better pick somebody else. Like, what? No. I'm 316, so I'm a rattlesnake your ass in here. Like, what? I'm just telling you. You're gonna try to pinpoint, okay? Well, let's go. WWE. So, you guys have a great Sunday. It was a pleasure. This is very, very fun. I always like when I come on here and I say just a little bit. You like, girl? Just a little bit. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Oh, shoot. Really? Oh. Just you and me against the world. Somebody just saying, it's just you and me, baby, against the world. Well, God damn it, nigga, you need to start acting like it. Y'all better start telling these ninjas. Y'all better start acting like it. The protocol. What's the protocol? What's the protocol? You minds and only minds. Oh, really? God damn it. Well, the same energy apply. You like, what? I'm her. Well, you all minds then. Nigga. You need to start doing some shit around here. You like, what? Yeah, you need to start letting it be known to me at least. People having all these goddamn conversations with their homeboys, their mom and stuff, talking about, mommy, 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 I just don't understand this girl. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on. Like, tell the truth. Like, what? Tell the truth. People thinking that motherfuckers is doing shit to people, meaning they putting spells or shit, or they thinking, or people saying, that girl done put something on you. No, she did not. Your son loves her. I was gonna say, your son loves me. Okay? You're like, what? And somebody loves your son. I love your son. I didn't do shit to this nigga. He needs to tell you the truth. He needs to tell everybody the truth around here. Got me looking crazy, like a damn maniac, like a stalker. People need to tell people that. You like, what, girl? Mm-hmm. Like, what? I didn't do shit. I don't even know how. For real, people don't know how to do shit like that. Like, who the fuck? I always say that. Who wants to do that? Why would you even try to make somebody do something against their will? Like, why? I always say that shit should be natural. Shit should be normal. Nobody should be playing with nobody's mindset. Meaning, like, you can't help it. I always say that. When people have good relationships and good bonds or however, it's just gonna keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. I can't help you, lady. I'm about to get out of here though. I want to see the Grammys though. I really do. I wish I could have went. Ain't today Sunday? It's gonna be at 8 o'clock. I'm about to get up and go get us something to eat though. I'm just a little hungry, not that much. You want the people to hear you. You excited? I gotta put this money down for this Cadillac. I gotta put it down for the Cadillac. The Cadillac coming to pick me and then Shirley up. So once we on our little excursion, we gonna have a good little time and stuff like that. And I hope I don't be too nervous driving around the city, but it's gonna be so nice, so nice. So we gonna have at the time, and then she wanna go. She wanna go to the aquarium. She wanna do some things. So It's gonna be really, really nice. That's all I'm about right now. So once I go there, then I'm gonna go to Key West because I'm not going to Miami. When I go to Miami, I'm only going to go eat at the Versace restaurant, and then I'm taking my ass down there to the Key West because everybody is just turning Miami out, right? I still can probably go, yeah, but I'll probably go to Little Havana and shit like that.
Tornado
I
degrees
gotta.
in Miami right now, they said on the news.
Oh yeah,
28 degrees.
yeah, it's cold now.
It's cold, yeah.
The end of the world. We're in the last of the cycle. That's
Yeah.
why I was trying to tell people. Right now, you have to be unorthodox to survive all of this shit that is going on. You cannot be the same person that you was back in the 2000s. Now, when you're dealing with certain things, a lot of people probably have to tap into that energy. But for the way that things is going, you have to be so unorthodox. Because if you're not unorthodox within this timing, meaning you're not going to be able to survive and you're not going to be able to produce and do a whole bunch of different things that's calling for you to do this. You can't be on the same timing. That's what people don't understand that. And then now since people have, yo, it's so crazy. Yay, you like what? Yay. I don't know why I gotta say this. So I always want, I haven't been saying this, but thank you. You like, thank you. I always say, somebody gonna do something so nice for me. Thank you. Thank you. I would never, if somebody do something nice for me, I shouldn't say that, but I feel it. It's coming up. It's like something because already seen one thing when somebody asked me for my cash app because they wanted to send me money, right? So I always like to say that my Cash App information will always be in my description. Where if people do want to send me something, you can. Right? I would say thank you, but I would never say, "Oh, it came from Joseph. It came from Sarah," because you got some people who do that, and that shit is so tacky. And then they show like the Cash App, then they show like the person, like that's so tacky. I would never do that. But I just wanted to say thank you. I really, really do because I just seen something on my thing. So I just want to say thank you so much, right? So thank you for that. Thank you for that. So let me get off of here. It was a honor. It's a blessing. Thank you so much. This conversation was very very fun. I really didn't go too ham. I don't want to go too ham, and I never want to talk about negative things because I'm just not a negative person. I hope everybody's just going through their whole week. A week is Monday through Sunday. Monday through Sunday, I always reevaluating everything. So when we start Monday off, we can start Monday off on a great blessing. Don't forget to tell people how much you care about them, how you feeling about them, where you want to go. That's what makes a relationship. When you want to tell people like, listen, baby. I had to say it. Listen, baby. Listen, listen, baby. It's just something about you that I just cannot shake. I cannot just get from out of my aura. I'm just so drawn to you, really. And I honestly believe that it is God sent. So, I'm not asking for anything. I'm not asking to reach up into anything. I just like the way that it's going, meaning the gear, the shift gear that we are in. I like this shift gear. Now, as things timely progress and things like that, then we can also come back to the table, right? So, oh, 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 so you want me to come? So, really? Okay, well, let me tell you this. Well, if that's how you feel, you're like, what? So you want me to come get the keys? Then no problem. I will come get the keys and I will get the click, click, clacking. Okay? This will always be our home, and this is where everything that needs to be. And, when you come home, then I'll do everything that needs to be done. You already know everything is going to be done. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, what? Seriously? Of course. You're like, what? Of course. So that means that this is forever, right? Okay, okay, okay. Well, I'm not rushing you into anything. Oh, you want to get me a ring? Oh, thank you so much. That ring is so beautiful. Now, since you gave me this ring, you don't have to worry about me talking, okay, well, now we got to hurry up and get married to 6 months and this, that, and the third. No, we just going to just let everything work out the way that it needs to work out. And whenever a date comes, then everything will be okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, well, what time you coming home? Okay, well, don't worry, babe. I'll make sure everything is taken care of. Okay, babe, and when you leaving, don't worry. I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll be going through a whole bunch of different things. Or matter of fact, all you gotta do is just tell me. You want this is that, and this is that, and the third. It'll be done. Everything will be downstairs by the door. So the only thing that you will always have to do is pick up your stuff, and you'll just go. Oh, really? Oh, so you're leaving out of town? Okay, not a problem, babe. So how long you gonna be going? Okay, you're gonna be going for that long. Okay, cool, cool, cool. But don't get nervous and don't get scared. You're like, what the fuck is this? Don't get nervous and don't get scared. For some women, understand this, right? I was so proud when I seen a girl talk like me. You know what she said? She said when he goes out on business and when he's out with his friends or however that it may be, I'm not gonna be harassing him like that. I'm not even gonna hardly gonna call like that. But what I will do, since you're gonna be going like that, I will be calling you, in the morning time to make sure you hi babe. How's your day? Okay, I hope you have a great day. And then I might just call you a little bit and later on in the afternoon because I'm just checking in with you. Is everything okay? Is your day going okay? Okay, babe, that's perfectly fine. Okay, and then probably by the time he go to sleep, I don't even really have to say all of that because he gonna be calling me, hey babe, my day was okay, your day was okay, okay babe, okay, well good night babe, that's it. No, that's it. That's it. Or not even that. I might just be like that. Thank you for all these likes on my Instagram. Thank you. Now I gotta go see who's trying to get my attention, cause he's liking the shit out of my stuff on my Instagram. See, that's how people get my attention. Now I gotta find out who is this. You like what? Cause that's how it gets my attention. Cause sometimes I'll tap into stuff, but when somebody's constantly, it's like you're doing it because now you want me to see. So you got my attention now. So I now need to go over here after I get off of here, and I need to go see who's calling. You like that's somebody calling, right? So okay, babe, you have a good trip. I wish nothing but the best, the success. Everything is gonna work out the way that it needs to work out. Okay. All right. So I'll see you when you come home. This nigga gonna be excited. You like what? Yeah. Like what? People don't understand that part of it. Where you at? Where you at? I'm right here. So let me go. You guys have a great day. You like what? Me and my purpleness. You like what? It's so crazy. I gotta get me that stuff. Like what? I could do all of my little, like the little sideburns. I think that's all that shit's getting like toned out and stuff. I just don't have that stuff to actually create it. When I did this part, it looked like I had finger waves because my hair is just so curly. Like it's so curly. So until next time, you guys have a great day. Okay? I'm gonna say it again. Hi, honey. Hi, my love. Have a great day. You like what? Have a great day. Have a great day. Like what? Have a great day. I speak nothing but blessings over you always. Protection over you always. People gotta do that. So I'm speaking blessings over all the loved ones out here today. Y'all niggas and y'all baddies and you grown women and you young women. Y'all stay in that great energy, stay in the pure energy, and always keep your frequency so high, and always keep your mind in a great space. So when things get thrown in your way, baby, you won't go to the left and you won't go to the right, but you'll keep climbing and keep going. Everything, some shit is very hard, but it's not always that hard when you have true understanding. So have that, and you'll fly and you'll take over, right? So until next time, let me go see who this person is that's liking the hell out of my stuff.